from the world of golf, where Anirban Lahiri has scripted history at Whistling Straits. Lahiri finished tied 5th, which is the best performance by an Indian in a golf major. On the final day, the 28-year-old carded a 4-under par 68. Lahiri finished with a total of 13 under 275. The Bengaluru lad continued his brilliant form as final day saw 6 birdies from him. The best of Lahiri came in second round when he carded a 5 under 67, which is best ever round by an Indian at any major. In the end, Lahiri fell 7 strokes behind Jason Day, who won the championship in same style. The Australian became the first man in history to finish on the 20-under mark in a major. Jordan Spieth ended 3 shots behind Day to finish second. Consulting editor Boria Majumdar joins us for more on this. Boria, great news. Lahiri there scaling new heights and breaking new grounds.
Absolutely, Avantika, and he's been doing that for a while now. I mean, he's been in terrific form. Over the last year or so, we have seen the rise and rise of Anirban Lahiri. I mean, coming out and sort of now making it to the very top of golf. He's doing it in majors. He's doing it in the very top of international golf. And as he has said, now the world wants to know about Indian golf more and more. This can only be good news. And if you see overall, in the perspective of Indian sport, Anirban Lahiri's achievements spell a new beginning, because all round, with Saina Nehwal, Sania Mirza, Anirban Lahiri, the shooters qualifying for Rio Olympics, there is suddenly a sense of positivity, and all of this can only be good for Indian sport on the occasion of our Independence Day.
Oh, absolutely, Boria. You know, while we are applauding Lahiri's meteoric rise and this excellent showing at the PGA Championships, just explain this to us. How important and is this for an Indian to finish at such a place at the PGA Championships?
Huge, because we don't come from a country which has a golfing tradition. Indian golfing tradition has only sort of started in earnest about a decade, and maybe a decade and more. So if you really think that compared to the Western countries which have taken to golf for years, here is suddenly an Indian who has broken into the top of world golf, has made it into the top 20, top 30 of world rankings, now finishing 5th in a major, and clearly being counted as one of the better golfers on the scene. This is quite fantastic for Indian sport overall. And if you see the kind of interest that is developing in golf, with Tiger Woods coming to India, corporate backing for golf, groups like Hero taking an earnest interest in promoting golf in this country, one can definitely be very, very positive that, there is a degree of interest that has now taken off, and youngsters will be far more interested in taking up golf as a career. You've seen Shubham Jaglan. Shubham Jaglan can now model himself not on Tiger Woods but on Anirban Lahiri, because he's seeing his own fellow countrymen doing it at the international stage. That's what serves as an inspiration for generations of future golfers.
Oh, absolutely. Indian sports, they're on a high, isn't it, Boria? And we have Anirban Lahiri, they're surging at the US PGA Championships. Just tell us a little bit more about Lahiri, where he started and where has been training. Just a little bit more about the man who's making waves at the PGA Championship.
It's actually a story of the last 2 years, Avantika. I mean, before that, there were several other golfers in the scene who one thought would perhaps be better than Anirban Lahiri. The real revolution started with people like Jismil Singh and some of the others. But Anirban Lahiri has completely broken through the ranks. And if you see the way he's been performing, I mean, he's constantly on the rise, from making it to the PGA, making it to the circuit, now coming 5th in a major, 7 strokes behind Jason Day, the eventual winner. He was tied at 8th position the day before, so from that position to make it into the top 5, the best ever showing by an Indian golfer, you can now start to dream that this man can actually go on to even script history and go higher in a major. Now that for an Indian golfer is astounding. As I said, we don't have a golfing tradition like many other sports. Olympic sports in India, we don't have a very, very strong sporting tradition or sporting culture in this country, which is why people like Anirban Lahiri are so important. And again, what is the kind of state support that they've received? Practically nothing. These people are products of individual brilliance. Now corporate support is coming their way, and the more they shine on the international stage, the more corporate support will come their way, which is only good news for Indian sports.
Absolutely. Radhika Dongar also joins us for more on this. Great news by Anirban Lahiri, isn't it? In fact, a great high for sports per se, whether it's Sania Mirza getting the prestigious Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, Saina yesterday, making history and clinching that silver at the World Championships, and today we're getting this fantastic news about Lahiri's.
Yes, of course, like Boria mentioned, and that is something that he had said yesterday also and today as well, that we as a country are starved for sporting excellence. We don't perform really well. And as far as golf is concerned, probably after Jeev Milkha Singh's performance, Anirban Lahiri is the best that India has seen in a very long time. He's been able to consistently perform. He's a top 60 golfer. And this is not probably, he's not played a lot of majors. This is probably the seventh major that he's playing. And to perform so well in the highest level with the top golfers in the world is obviously a great achievement for Anirban Lahiri. And he obviously has many years left in front of him. And if he continues with this form, the way Boria said, we can of course expect better finishes from him at the majors, which is obviously the biggest pinnacle that golf has seen. So obviously great performances by all the athletes. Saina's performance yesterday was also the first for India, first silver for India at the World Championships, and Anirban tied fifth is the best that India has ever done at the majors. So obviously there are these single athletes in different sports, performing, doing really well. We just hope that probably it's not just one or two of these athletes, but many more such athletes come up in the future.